Candace Hudson. She's going to share a little bit about her son. I mean, not her son. Her husband that was charged as a juvenile, and who's been incarcerated for 25 years now for a crime that he has not committed.
So today I just posted something on my Facebook page. It's called The Words of a Juvenile Condemned, and these are actually the words of my husband. He was convicted as a juvenile for aggravated murder, and he was bound over into the adult prison system. He describes everything that he went through as far as his improper representation, the public defenders that he had, how he was threatened with the death penalty as a juvenile, and later on in his transcripts, the judge said he could never be sentenced with the death penalty.
Right, and Victoria just read something. Anybody sentenced before 2002, they could not execute. So they were wrong for even threatening him with that, which probably put him in the, made him give a false confession in court to plead guilty.
Right, because the what they had, the story that they had was not what took place that day. So he was scared. He didn't have support that he needed. He had two public defenders while he was in juvenile that either didn't show up, came late to court. He was constantly going to court by himself. When they did tell him that he could get the death penalty, he was in court by himself because the attorney was late. So it talks about all that on my Facebook page called The Words of a Juvenile Condemned.
We're going to also, I also posted that on the wrongful conviction Facebook page, and I'll put it on the fair treatment page when I get home for those to read it.
And we'll also talk about it too when we do our live shows for the juveniles wrongly convicted.
He's one of many juveniles. The youngest, when you and I went through CRC a few months ago, I think Victoria was with us. Mm-hmm. They had a 14-year-old in there. Last year they had a 13-year-old in there, which we all know that mentally they're not capable of making that many mistakes.
Mentally, they're not capable. They don't have the finances to stand trial. They don't have, a whole lot of them don't have the family support. And my husband talks about that in his words here. It's just, and the kids that are being sentenced now aren't getting the sentences like how they were back then. And he has went to the parole board twice, been flopped. When he went to the parole board this last time, they brought in somebody else's information that wasn't his case. They also brought up things that he had done in his prison record that were from before the last time he went to the parole board. So that should have never been brought
I think
brought
the last, not even a major ticket, but the last ticket that I could recall was like 8 years earlier. And they brought that up, which is really ridiculous, and it wasn't even a serious ticket. It's something that a staff member brought in.
Yep, so we can't really talk a whole lot about his case right now, but we are looking into it and trying to get him a sentence modification to get the life tail taken off. But he was convicted with no evidence, no weapon, no DNA, no fingerprints, no nothing, just the testimony of one person.
Right, it just sounds like another, here's somebody just says they saw
no video footage,
evidence.
No anything.
Right, that's very common though in Ohio. You're guilty till proven innocent.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be the other way. And Cuyahoga County is one of the worst counties with corruption, starting all the way with Bill Mason to Timothy McGinty, and the jury's still out on O'Malley. I'm willing to give anybody a chance, but I'd like to see if he will review these cases. If he's honest, he will.
Well, I've noticed that a lot of people that have these type of cases, they all came out of Cuyahoga County.
A big portion of them
A
have.
big portion.
Then
of
second
them
would
have.
be Franklin County.
Yeah.
And we got a clear house. People deserve to have the best representation, guilty or innocent.
Even on the public defender's website, it says that is their main focus. But if you read this, it'll tell you that he had 2 public defenders that were assigned to him for his bind over hearing, and he only saw them 3 times. The second one didn't even go to court with him when he was bound over. So I don't know.
Right there
that's
sounds
how-
like a complaint against a borrower.
Well, the first one didn't even ask him about his crime. Never spoke to him one time about his crime.
Well, I've got something better
So-
than that right here, so.
Remember too that they do have some good attorneys, but there's more that I'm not going to put the extra effort because of what they bring into the state. So, but what are you? So you're looking for a modification of a sentence,
Yes.
um,
So that he can have the life tail taken off
right?
to have a definite.
And 25 years time served and
Yeah.
come home. type thing.
He's been in for it'll be 26 years. So.
And I was locked up with him someplace. I think it was Lucasville. But
We've got a concert going on.
yeah. Oh yeah, we have a concert going on here. We were talking to one of the girls because we think she should get free meals up here. I won't work here because of it. Okay, so
And make sure to join us live on Sunday evenings,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. This will be our first one, and we are going to talk about Legislative Day.
Right, and it'll be on the Fair Treatment Reform and Reentry page.
Yes.
We have 4,000 people on that page now, so let's make it 5,000. Okay, everyone.